I think it was 2 years ago at Christmas vacation at my parents' house. Billy came to me and told me he had this idea and he wanted to bring back board track racing. And we talked about it at length, and he said he wanted to do it here, and he had the half-mile banked oval. And I said, all right, I'm in.
Real board track racing hasn't happened in anyone's lifetime that's still alive. So when someone says I'm going to do board track racing, it's a big job. That's a big dream. And my feeling was if anyone can do it, it'll be Billy.
He sent me a picture of all his motors. He said, you know, I want to talk to you about these. I was like, cool. Didn't have any idea what he was doing, anything like that. And then we talked, and he brought up the whole Sons of Speed and asked if I was interested. And I was just like, without even hesitating, I was just like, I'm in, just count me in. It was just like, you don't even want to just, you know, think about it, anything like that. I'm like, oh no, I'm in.
He asked me if I was interested in doing it, and I said, I'm coming. And I had no idea what I was getting into. Not a clue. All I know is they were old, they were loud, they leaked, and I liked it.
We have no brakes, we have no clutches, we have no transmissions, no suspension.
Put a little kill switch right here on it, so when you dive into the corner, that's how you slow down.
I start the kill right up at the top of that hill and just hold it down till you come into pit. Because if you let off on it just a little bit, it's going to kick right in and you'll take off again.
You're hammering the bike. I mean, basically, the bike it's like it's in gear because it's direct drive. And you get up high on the wall and you use the gravity and someone pushes you from the hips. And the bike basically goes bum, 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 bum. And then you give it gas. And then hopefully it then goes bum, 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 and you're off.
It's like the weight of a bicycle when you feel it. It feels like there's nothing underneath of you. You know, it's shaking, and I mean, they weren't really made to go fast. They were just made to get you around. You know, of course, you know, being the humans that we are, if it can get you around, then we want to make it fast. And so you're taking something that wasn't designed for that and boosting it up and getting crazy with it, and we're going to get crazy results when you do something like that. Yeah, I've wanted to do this forever, man. I've been wanting to do this for over 10 years. I mean, it's been something I've always wanted to do ever since I got into old motors and then got into the history of them. I saw, you know, what they started as and what they became. Every one of those engines was in a bike at some point, and the bikes are probably long gone. And people kept the engines because they could use them to run water pumps or fans or sawmills. You know, they used them for whatever they needed a power source for. And so those bikes basically were destined to always be that, to either be a novelty or be just utilitarian. And I like the fact that, you know, I'm building chassis and giving them back the life they were intended to have.
He's just such a wealth of information as far as this kind of thing. And it's been amazing kind of going on this journey with him through this whole process.
Some people only care about them for the novelty of them, you know, or to say, oh, I have a 1910 Harley or 1912 Harley. Me, I want to ride them, you know, I want to give them life, and that's kind of what Sons of Speed's all about, is that you're taking something that people thought was obsolete and, you know, bring back. You're like holding on for dear life, you know? It's so light, you know, you don't have any brakes, and it steers so fast and so squirrely. It's kind of crazy. Good crazy.
To be able to come out here on the track and play, especially on a motorcycle of this era, is just the most incredible experience I've had in the motorcycle industry for forever. It's definitely a whole new experience.
I love the racers, and I wanted to have them, and then just instead of having one to look at, I wanted to have one to ride, and then I can't race against myself.
He's been taking this thing on 100-fold compared to anything that we individuals are doing. I mean, I built my own bike from the ground up, and he's built 20 of them from the ground up. So I admire him for that so much.
He is burning the midnight oil to the point where it's crazy, and to help everybody else.
My name is Brittney Olsen. I'm an antique motorcycle racer from Aberdeen, South Dakota. We built this bike with a lot of love and passion, my husband and I both, with family and friends from all over the country.
Known Billy for a long time. We used to set up when these rallies were huge, and I just want to support this thing and see it take off.
100 miles an hour on a 100-year-old bike is just kind of cool.
Pretty bitching to watch it all go down, and it's gaining momentum, and I don't see an end in sight, man.
My brother, he dreamt this whole thing up. He's the real visionary in this thing, and he's brought back, look at what we have. I mean, the people here that come to see and support him, these are people with serious talent.
Started thinking, okay, well, let me get some like-minded people who are into them too, and let's actually make them roll. Here I am trying to make one roll.